What's going on, everybody? We have another Cup of Nations battle, this time between Diablo and Centurion. We'll check their factions here in a second. Looks like Diablo is Iceni. No, Diablo is Rome, and Centurion against Iceni. Pretty interesting battle here. Now, must remember any spearmen of Barber Javelins, so that could give some advantages to Rome. Here from the very start, a chariot and elephant brought one for each side respectively. So let's look at Centurion's army here. We've got 2 veteran riders, 4 veteran riders, 1 Briton scout rider, Devil Chevron, a general chariot, very risky I must say, 3 heroic nobles, and 2 chosen swordbands. So that's trying to get his strongest sword line possible. And 3 levy freemen, remember no javelins on those guys, and 3 Briton slingers. So interesting army. They're gonna have pretty strong cav, although it really depends on what this chariot can do, man. That's going to be the key part. And these 3 heroic nobles will be strong, but against the Romans, perhaps not cost effective. The Roman army here of Diablo. Let's see. He's got first 2 Equites. Looks like 2 Saki Equites Extraordinarii. Very interesting pick, but could be very effective against the low armored the veteran riders. They'll definitely be able to win the cav fight. The Saki, anyways. Maybe not the Equites. General and bodyguard Gen. African elephant there. They're very weak, I must say. They're the weakest elephant in the game. Still powerful though. And then we have Evocati. Okay, so it looks like 1 veteran legionnaire and 4 Evocati. It's a very strong sword line, and auxiliary infantry and vigiles. So 2 auxiliary infantry and 2 vigiles. And finally, a very strong missile force of 3 auxiliary Syrian archers. Less ammo than the Balearic slingers though. Kind of surprised to see the auxiliary Syrian archers, but they will be able to do massive damage to these heroic nobles if they're focused really nicely. So 5 cavalry for the Britons against just 4 for Rome, but the Roman cav is stronger, and I don't know about this Briton scout rider doing too much, to be honest. Chariot against elephant, but the chariot is the general, so that could be a problem. I'm surprised he didn't bring a heroic noble general, to be honest, because that would really allow him with headhunt battle rhythm to go right through a enemy legionnaire and really help him win the infantry fight, because his chosen swordbands will lose. Okay, so he's gonna go in here, Diablo. Precision shot is used on the auxiliary Syrian archers. Just gonna try to win the missile war. That's all this is gonna be, and he will win it decisively. Briton slingers are pretty good, or slightly better than the Celtic slingers. I think they have a higher missile block chance, but they're getting slaughtered. This focus fire is absolutely devastating, especially with precision shot. So well played, well played. He's not going to lose many of his own men, but he is going to take double fire here. The slingers are going to go, the bolts or whatever, the rocks will go through. Auxiliary infantry will crush levy free. Remember, no javelins. No one need to commit here. He shouldn't commit. He's going to win this fight. Now that he's committed, you've got to charge in here and get the charge of your swords. The only reason you need these meat shields is to block the charge of the enemy. Why are you going to let him charge in? It doesn't make any sense to me. Unless there's a bait here, I'm sure you should just charge in. There's nothing wrong. Just pull the levy freeman out and charge in, and you've gotten so many kills for that heroic noble. It's basically, or it's a chosen swordman. Either way, it doesn't really matter. But now the flank is coming. Slingers have lost this fight decisively. Now he has to choose. Okay, so he's waiting for his levy free to rout. Gets him a good charge though. Let's see. He's gonna rack up. Oh, look at the kills are starting to rack up. But this flank has been slow to react. Where is Cav? His Cav's got to come over here and stop this flank before it's too late. Because if he gets a charge in, it's over pretty much. Actually, he's gonna flank in. There's no need. Oh, the elephants have come in. That's the problem. Brilliant play actually here. There's no reaction. The reaction's way too late. These elephants will crush so many men here for free basically, because there's no javelins on the levy free. He is going to charge his cavalry to deal with the elephants. It will be pretty effective, but how can he deal? This is what is the problem. Without levy freemen, how can you deal with elephants as a barbarian faction? You're forced to bring the javelin men. Now he's going to get Diablo getting a cycle charge in your brilliant charge. This is going to do so much damage. These Saku Equites are so good when they get the charge on those low armor units. Elephants have just been pulled out. They're safe. And now no missiles left on the field for Iceni. This is looking very bad. Diablo has moved his entire force over here, and there's no reaction from this entire flank of the Iceni force, so this is really looking good. If he can crush this before these units come into support, very easy victory can be had for Diablo. He's going to try to pull his heroic nobles into the center, but what's that going to do? It's just going to get focused down. And he's still, look, his cavalry's flanking, but there's no purpose for this flank. The battle's over here, and this is where the chariot should try to come in. But the problem is you can't without all these Evocati with their javelins, and these Syrian archers will just focus the chariot down so quickly. So maybe he should try to hold this flank and pull through this flank, or something like that. Because he's not doing well on this flank, and he's going to lose here. He shouldn't fire his archers in here, though, because all that's going to do is kill his own elephants. Elephants have done brilliant, though. Brilliantly. But it's really the Evocati that have done the damage here. Routing off the heroic nobles. Chariots have come in, though. But look at this focus fire. None of them died. He's going to get into the archers here, but now, look, the javelin should come out, and the entire unit will just die. Brilliant counter. He lost a couple of Syrians, but look, 64 kills for your general, not going to be worth it. Javelins on all these Evocati are so good, veteran legionnaires are so good. Meanwhile, on this flank, he's going to get a victory here, I would assume. Although there is an auxiliary infantry, so to kill off this Saki Equite, and this Chosen Swordband will die to this Evocati so quickly without a charge. So, yeah, this is definitely over. Looks like the Equites will be able to, or the Romans, what am I saying? The Romans will be able to clean this one up without much of a problem. This really stemmed from the lack of transition. You have your line here, and the Roman smartly committed his force like on the diagonal, was able to flank around with his elephants and his Saki Equites, and just collapse on this with from both directions. And meanwhile, there's still so much of the Iceni force out there on the other flank, just staring at their enemies, not doing anything. Like, he could have committed on this side as well and try to win this half of the battle, split the battle in half between, like that, having won the right side of the Iceni and the right side of the Romans. But that's not what happened here. They're too slow to react, and this game is over, for sure. Like, you can see the Romans didn't get that many kills. Like, it wasn't like it was just a slaughter. It was just that there was no, they just routed so quickly the enemy forces from being flanked so easily, and their veteran legionnaires and Evocati did do a pretty good job. But look, only 100 kills on these elephants. Although, okay, the Syrian archers racked up a lot of kills, but those are just on slingers, so I don't know where the kills came from. You know, Saki Equites routing some weak kills. Anyway, close defeat, but Romans really had a good grasp of that fight there. You can really see the Iceni didn't really get anything done. Like, none of their units were successful because they committed their heroic nobles in the right place, but didn't give them enough support. It should have been the entire Iceni force shifting over there, so that's why you see so little kills on all these units. Like, there's nothing alive, pretty much. And I gotta say, this Roman build was really smart. Like, if you can't bring javelin, if your levy free can't throw javelins, you don't have a unit like Thoreo's spears that the Greeks have that'll be able to, like, fire javelins and be, like, handy in melee. You're basically forced to bring, like, we can show this really quickly. Like, if we go to Iceni, there's literally the only unit they can use that brings javelins are the Briton skirmishers, or using their swordsmen to throw the javelins. But their swordsmen were engaged, so the Roman had a really smart plan there, and I think that's what won the battle. Anyway, thanks for watching, and see you guys next time.